So I'm going to go over each one of them, and then of course you can ask any questions. But the first thing is feed and timeline. So all social media apps use this term feed or timeline. I'm just gonna mute myself for everyone. And with the feed and timeline, this is where you're going to see all the different post updates or content from those that you may follow on social media. So for example, if you want to see all the different pictures and videos from your friends, your family members, organizations that you follow, different companies, that is going to be displayed on the feed and timeline. You may also see advertisements as well while you're scrolling through this section. Unfortunately, these advertisements are not something that we can get rid of so easily or pay to get them away. They're kind of now built into our Facebook and our Instagram. So you may see some of these ads or people you may not really know in between these different posts from your friends and family members. Also, we do have something called friend or follower. Uh, Facebook is the only application that still uses the term friend, where if you want to see post from a family member, organization, or so on, you have to become their friend on social media. Whereas Instagram, TikTok, and any other social media applications that they use the term follower. So if you want to keep on looking at their post of a certain public figure, celebrity, friend, family member, you have to follow them. And once you follow them, all their posts will be on the feed or the timeline. Then we have direct message, which is short for DM, and that is a private message you want to send to somebody on the social media apps. And these messages are not shared to the public or to anyone else on social media. So if you send a message to your friend or to your family member on Facebook, nobody else on the application can see that message. It's a conversation between the two of you. Then we have notification, and notification is going to be an alert that you may get on these social media apps. If someone likes the picture that you posted or someone leaves a comment on a picture or post. So let's say you went out somewhere and you took a picture with your friend or family member. Anytime you get likes on that picture, you will receive a notification. And then lastly, we have the Explore or the Discover tab. And that is going to be a section that has a bunch of different posts from anyone, maybe in your
This is
vicinity
on your phone.
or around the world. So let's say we were on Facebook and we were on the Discover tab, we may see posts of things that are trending online. So maybe there's a funny video of a cat going viral. You may see that in the Explore or Discover tab. Sometimes you will see a post from your friends or family members, but that is very limited. This Explore tab is really for things that are trending online. So posts that have over 1,000 likes or comments, things that are happening in your neighborhood, that's what mostly would be the Explore or Discover section. And these are the most common social media terms to know. They're used on most of social media apps. Does anybody have any other questions on this slide? Okay. So let's say if anyone here today doesn't have any social media account. How do people actually go about to create a social media account? While you are creating an account, you do need certain things. The most important thing you do need is either an email address or a phone number. So you can give them your phone number, and anytime you sign into Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, you give them the phone number and you may get a code sent to your phone number where you always have to input that code that you get from a text message. If not, you have to put in your email address and a password that you're always going to remember. Another thing that is important is remembering your username. So many people think that a username is the same thing as your email address, and that is not true. On Instagram or TikTok or even YouTube, usually your username is something unique that will help others find you on social media. So if we take me as an example, if you just put my name, Tabitha, into Instagram, you're going to see that there's thousands of other Tabithas on Instagram. Same thing for yourself, right? There's going to be thousands of people that have your same exact name. But when you have a username that is unique to you that no one else is going to have. So usually people put like Tabitha and then maybe some numbers after it. Maybe they put Tabitha and their last initial and then some numbers. Or maybe they put a nickname or a funny name like Star Girl, something that you think it would match your personality, but that's what a username is. So if anytime you see when you're logging into an Instagram or TikTok and they say put in your username, they don't mean your email address, they mean that unique username that you gave them. Facebook doesn't really have usernames. Facebook is different because you would just put your first name, last name, then you put where you live, like Bronx, Manhattan, and so on. And that's how people are able to search for you that way. Usernames are mostly geared to TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And of course, always write down this information somewhere that you're going to remember it, because it is going to be hard to always reset these passwords for these social media accounts. Does anybody have any questions on this part? Okay, so if we look here, this is an example of what it looks like if you are someone here today that wants to, make an account with Instagram or Facebook. So if we see here on the left-hand side of the screen, this is what it looks like to make a Facebook account. And on the right-hand side of the screen, we have what it looks like for Instagram. And you can see here on the left-hand side, it's a simple form that you fill out, first name, last name, a phone number, email, and a password. And then you may see a birthday. And if you want to know why they ask for your birthday, it's because they do not want any minors on Facebook or Instagram. So then we have here on the right hand side for Instagram, you could see all the way at the top in red, it says login with Facebook. If you're curious why it says that, Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people. So that's why you could just use all of your details with Facebook to log into your Instagram if you wanted to. If not, you would make a brand new account with your phone number, email, or let's say you didn't have Facebook, then you wouldn't tap on login with Facebook. You would just do the bottom form that says phone number, email, username, and password. And you can see between the two sign up forms that only Instagram uses the word username, because on Instagram you have to create a unique name where others can find you, whereas on Facebook they don't use that layout. Does anybody have questions on that?
I came in late. How do you get to the sign up sheet? Sorry.
So as soon as you go onto facebook.com, instagram.com, or even just get the app on your phone, this is usually the first thing you see if you do not have an account, the first page.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
People complain that once they have this account, they can't get out of it. Is that true? Even when they try to close it down?
You mean like delete it, like so
Yeah.
their information is no longer on it? With both Facebook and Instagram, you are able to delete your account. It's something called deactivate your account, whereas your profile will become blank. And then after 30 days, if you never go back into Facebook or Instagram, your account will be permanently deleted. So no, that's not true. You can delete your social media accounts.
Okay, well, it is true because I had an account years ago which I closed down, which I haven't used in at least 5 years, and I still get stuff from them.
Well, when you say close down, do you mean that you just logged out, or
No,
did you actually fill out a form and deleted it?
I went in and did all what I had to do to close it down, and I got an email from them telling me that my account would be closed down, but it never was.
And it was you never made two Facebooks or different emails?
It was when it first started and I was at work and we had to have one. And as soon as I left that job, I tried to get out of it and I've never gotten out of it.
Well, I can send you the form and link again if you want to check to
That would be
see.
great.
Yeah, because if you did get an email, it should have gotten deleted, but I can resend you the information and see if that will help.
Put my email address in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a way on Facebook that you can sort of regulate who has access to you on Facebook?
Yes, I will be going over that in a few slides. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if no one has used Instagram before, I just made this slide so you can just understand what a layout looks like if you're not too familiar with Instagram. But if you have used it, it may, look common to you. But on the left-hand side of the screen is a blank profile, and on the right-hand side of the screen is what someone's profile looks like when they enter all the information. I'm doing Instagram first, and then we are going to move over to Facebook. So I will be discussing Facebook soon. But with Instagram, as you can see, I'm just gonna go over some of the terms. So at the top, we have followers and following. So anytime someone follows you on Instagram, that means that they want to see your posts all the time. So they're going to give you a follow. They're going to tap on that blue button and follow you. And the more people that follow you, the more followers that will grow. Then we have following. Following are the people that you decide to follow. Those are the people that you want to see on Instagram. So if you have family members or friends, you follow them and then your following goes up. Usually you will put your name and a short or 1 or 2 sentences about who you are. You don't have to do it, but usually people put a little bio. And if you're a business or an organization, you can also put in a website that you own. If not, you would leave that blank. And then all the way at the corner is your picture that you would put on Instagram. Some people don't really put their face. You could put like your dog or cat as well if you don't feel comfortable. Then your profile begins to grow once you start adding different pictures and videos that you can see here on the screen. And your posts are going to be broken down into a different categories. So you could see here we do have, if I circle on the screen, those are going to be your different video categories. So if you ever post a video on Instagram, you can find them there. And then all the way on the right hand side, I'm going to give it another circle. Those are your tagged photos. So let's say you have family members or friends on Instagram and they post a picture of you and they tag you. All of them will be found there in your tagged section. And then if you ever want to message someone on Instagram, you can just tap on that message button. However, not everyone is going to have this message button because some people do have private Instagrams. So right here, as an example, this is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a government official. He's the president, right? So he's not going to have a private Instagram. Anyone can view it. So anyone can go on Instagram and see it. However, some people that have private Instagrams, when you click on their profile, you won't be able to see any of their posts, and you could only see their post if they approve of your follow. And I could show you that at the ending of how to make your Instagram private. I will show that at the ending. Another thing I just want to add as well, if we look all the way at the top, you can see that Joe Biden has a blue check mark. That blue check mark means that his account is verified. That means that that is his real official account. However, if you are on Instagram next time and you're trying to find a specific organization or company or public figure and you do not see that blue check mark next to them, it is probably someone who is pretending to be that person.
Excuse me,
Usually,
that's a
yes,
dot, though. I see a dot, not a check next to POTUS.
it's a blue check.
No, it isn't. Blue dot.
It's a dot. It's a dot.
It's very small, but I can show you. It's a blue
Okay.
check.
Okay. Good. I just wanted to make sure.
It just looks very small because
Okay.
of the picture, but it's like this.
Okay. All
That's
right.
what
Thank
that
you.
is on the thing.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay.
That's what you should see next to someone's profile if they are a public figure or organization that's well known. Regular family members or friends are not going to have a blue check mark. That's only if, let's say, you wanted to just look at someone's public figure's account, they would have that if they have millions of followers. Normal people who are friends or family members, they do not have that unless they are someone that has thousands and thousands of followers. It's just important to let you know in case you're ever in a situation where you get scam messages from a company or person, and they say they're so and so, but they're not because they do not have this verified check. Because there's a lot of scams that happen on Instagram, Facebook, and so on. So this is the common layout. Does anybody have questions on that? I am going to go over how to make your Instagram private at the ending, so we will be back for that. Another thing on Instagram that is important to know is how to search for your friends, family, and other people. So just hold on, I don't want. So if we look all the way at the bottom of this picture where we have the red arrow pointing all the way at the bottom, we do have this kind of magnifying search icon. And that is the common icon you will see to always search for someone, whether that's on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. That magnifying glass is very common on all social media apps, but I will show you on Facebook. It may look a bit different. But on Instagram, if you are trying to find someone, whether that's your friend, your family member, an organization, you do want to tap on that magnifying glass at the bottom of your phone's screen. Once you do tap on that magnifying glass, all the way at the top, you should get something that says search. And this is where we can enter in a specific person's name, an organization, or first name, last name. But like I said, if you are trying to find a family member, friend, it is going to be very hard to just put in their first name and find them that way, because there are going to be thousands of people that have the same exact name as your friend. So it is better to at least put their first name or last name, or if you see them in person, maybe ask them what their username on Instagram is, because everyone's name on Instagram is not always going to be their first name and last name for privacy reasons. I wouldn't recommend anyone here today to put their full name as their username on Instagram. I would recommend putting your first name and then your initial of your last name. Sometimes you can look at the pictures of the people. So you could see right here, you could look at these pictures and see if that looks like your friend or family member. But sometimes that's also hard because not everyone puts their photo. Sometimes they put a picture of their cat or dog. But this is the way to search for someone on Instagram. Does anybody have questions on that?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
This is Judy Green.
Hello.
Hi. I search for people. I go on to Google and I put somebody's name in.
To find their Instagram or just to like find
No,
them?
just to find them, not to find their Instagram, just
Oh,
just to
well,
find
I mean,
them.
yes, I guess you can do that, but to find their actual Instagram account, this is how you would
Why would
search
I
for.
tell me why I need an Instagram account? No, tell me why do you use an Instagram, this particular one? Why do you use this one?
Well, I use Instagram to connect with my family members and friends. Some of the I want to see what they're up to. I see their different posts, their different pictures of where they are. They post it on Instagram. They don't share every single thing with me through messages. They post it on Instagram for everyone to see.
So somebody else has to post on Instagram for me to be able to see them. Is that correct?
Yes,
they must
that is
have an
correct.
Instagram account.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is a way that many people use it to connect with others. If not, you could also go on Instagram to find other things, like if you want to be part of a group, you can find groups on here. Maybe we have RSS. If you want to learn more about the events that are happening in RSS, we have an Instagram account that you can look at to see what's coming up if you wanted to. And same thing with other organizations and companies. They post their
On
sales.
Instagram.
Yeah, they post the sales that are happening. If it's like a shopping store that you are interested in, or maybe you're interested in a charity, there's probably Instagram for them where they'll post about how to volunteer, donate, and so on.
I see. Okay.
Does anybody have any other questions?
It's good for art. I mean, why would you choose Instagram over Facebook?
I mean, that's a personal preference to you. I think it also has to do with where are your friends and family posting on. If you
Okay.
feel like they're more on Facebook, then you would go to Facebook. If you, like for me, all my friends and family members are not on Facebook. We are on Instagram. So I like Instagram more. But that's not going to be the same case for you. Or
Right.
maybe it will be. Who knows? Or sometimes your favorite artists are not on Facebook, they're on Instagram. So you would have to do a kind of a search to see, well, what are the things I like and where are they posting? Are they posting on Facebook more or are they posting on Instagram more? And then you can choose that way. It really depends on your interest and where are they sharing it. So if you're
So
part
if I,
of groups and communities, you could ask them, do you post on Facebook or do you post on Instagram?
right. So if I was selling artwork, I think Instagram is better, but that's just my choice.
Right. There's no like, oh, Facebook is better to sell your art. It's really just where you're going to promote it. There's no
Okay.
better social media.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we're now moving on to the Facebook features. And like I was just saying to Alicia, Facebook and Instagram essentially do the same exact thing. It's a place to connect with friends and family members. It's a place to look at different organizations, companies, public figures. But however, sometimes your favorite organizations or companies are not posting on Facebook or they're not posting on Instagram. So it really just depends on where are they're deciding to share their events or charities and so on. But both places essentially do the same thing where you can connect with them, message them, see what these people are up to. And that's why Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same person. So they kind of do the same thing. But with Facebook, I am going to go over some of these icons so we could learn a bit more. So earlier today, I went over the social media terms to know, and we have the home. Home is other known for feed or the timeline. Even though it says feeds there, home is another version of feeds where you'll see all the different posts from your friends, family members, or organizations, groups you're a part of. You can find them in home. Friends is going to be where all your friends are on Facebook, so you can see them in order. And it's also a place where here, hold on, let me just give it a circle. Friends is also going to show you who is asking to be your friend. So on Facebook, you have to approve of who is going to be your friend on Facebook. You can accept the friend request or you can decline it. And you will see all those different requests in the Friends tab. Next to Friends, we have something called Marketplace. Marketplace is a place to sell things on Facebook. Instagram has the same exact thing, I just didn't go over it. But yes, both on Facebook and Instagram, you can sell items, physical items. You can sell your artwork, a physical piece of your artwork. You can sell your car. You can rent out an apartment on Facebook. Anything that's a physical item, you could sell it on the Facebook Marketplace or Instagram Marketplace. But you do have to schedule something to actually meet up with the person. And it's not through Facebook. You would have to then start messaging the person and tell them this is a good place to meet up here, so and so, and so on. Feeds is going to have, once again, all the posts from your friends, family members, and sometimes you might get some advertisements that have nothing to do with your friends or family members, but things that are just like popular on Facebook. You will see it there on the feeds. Notifications, once again, is anytime you post on Facebook and someone likes the picture that you posted, they will be there in notifications. And if you are someone that currently has Facebook and you say, well, Tabitha, my Facebook app doesn't look like that. Some icons on the screen are different than the others. So, for example, when I went over in the class on Tuesday, some people didn't have this marketplace. Instead, they had something called videos or reels. Well, that's okay because all the icons at the bottom change so often. So if you always want to find a specific tab, like if you want to find the marketplace, you want to find your friends, and you don't see it here at the bottom, what you can do is always go to the menu. That's all the way on the right-hand side, and it's always going to be that last icon. And in the menu is where you can find all of the different sections that Facebook has, with the marketplace, your friends, groups that you can join. There's groups for Riverdale, there's groups for wherever you may live, and then you can see what's happening in the neighborhood. So Facebook is about connecting with anyone, whether it's your friend or family or even people in your neighborhood that may be strangers to you or not. And that's what you can do on there. Does anybody have questions about these different features?
I have a question about Marketplace. Is that
Yes,
like local or would it be from anybody selling stuff
right.
anywhere?
That
Which
is a
would
good,
be
yes.
inconvenient.
Yes, that's a good question. With Marketplace, you can actually put in your zip code or you can change the distance from 5 miles to 10 miles to so on. It goes up to 100 miles and you can see what's selling in your vicinity and then all over.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Does anybody have any other questions on these features?
Tabitha, I don't know if this is relevant, but I just got an email from Facebook asking me to update my payment information. I didn't know I had any payment information with Facebook, and I'm very suspicious of the email.
Okay, so in the next slides, well, after this, I do have a scam section where I'm going to show you the official Facebook emails and Instagram. So I want you to verify if that's the same email that they sent you, because it could be a scam. It sounds like a
Yeah, it
scam.
sounds like a scam.
So I'll
Right.
show you their official email, and then you can see whether or not if Facebook sent you that email, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, can you just again clarify feeds? Is that just the messages or the feeds?
No, feeds is all the different posts from your friends, family members, and also advertisements.
Okay.
So things that are like trending on Facebook. So like funny videos, viral post stuff, things in the neighborhood, you'll see that in feeds.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so I'm also going to go over how to post on Facebook if you are new to Facebook or just need a refresher. So I'm going to show you how to post on Facebook with a smartphone. All the way at the top, when you are in Facebook, you do want to make sure, hold on, you do want to make sure you are in the home. So if we go back here, you do want to make sure you're on this home tab button. That is how you could post. So make sure you're not in friends or the marketplace, feeds, notification, you're in home. Once you are in home, all the way at the top, you should get something that looks like this, where you get a sentence that says, what's on your mind or what have you been up to? Facebook asks you a question. And in that question, you can tap on it where you can begin to either type something that you want everyone to see on Facebook, or you can add a picture. So once you do tap on that sentence that Facebook gives you, you have options. You have an option to write something, or you can choose between one of the options below. So I'm going to give it a circle. These are the options you can choose. You can choose a photo, so you could just post a photo. Maybe you took a photo with your friend and you just want to post that on Facebook. You can tag people. So what that means is like if you know that your friend is on Facebook and she was in that photo, you can tag her. So you can say, me and my friend just went to the Bronx Zoo, and then you put her name, you tag her, whatever your friend's name is. Feeling activity, I'm not too sure if Facebook still has that because this is a screenshot from last year. But feeling an activity just means like how you're feeling at the moment, like happy, excited, mad. You could do that. Check-in is telling Facebook where you are at the moment. So you can check in and say, just at the Apple Store, and then you hit check in and you write that you were at the Apple Store. Or you could say, I was just at RSS, and you hit check in. So then you could put let everyone know where RSS is. Live video is essentially recording yourself and posting it on Facebook live at the moment so everyone can view it at the same time it's happening. So let's say you're out on a walk at the park and you want to show everyone how beautiful the park is. You can click on live video and everyone who's your friend on Facebook can join in and start talking to you as you are walking in the park with live video.
Yeah.
And background color is just changing the color of what you see here on the screen. So you can see right now it's in white. You could change it to different colors, blue, red, yellow, and sometimes like patterns as well. Does anybody have questions on this? So that is how you post on Facebook. Then at the ending, right, you would hit the post all the way in the corner. And then that gets sent to everyone who's your friend on Facebook. So
Would
when they're
you- Oh, I have a question.
yes, go ahead.
Would you change the white thing to, like to protect your eyes
Oh, sorry.
because there are, things
be-
about.
You mean the white background is too bright?
Yeah, I think it damages your eyes when there's a bright color.
Well, okay, so with the white color, you could change it with background color, or in your phone setting, you could change your phone to dark mode, but that's a bit different where then your whole entire phone is dark. But if you feel like here on Facebook it's too bright, then yes, you will go to background color and change it that way.
Okay, it might make it harder to see.
No,
Yeah, you gotta just try it.
well, they'll keep the text in black so people can still see what you wrote.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, the last thing I am going to go over is just TikTok very shortly, and then I'm going to show everyone how to become private on Instagram and scams. But because I wanted to talk about all social media platforms, I just want to briefly go over what is TikTok because you may have heard of it before. So TikTok is one of the newer applications that are popular at the moment. They already beat Instagram and Facebook with how many billions of members they get yearly. And TikTok is all about short video platform. So unlike Facebook or Instagram, TikTok is all about videos. You're not going to see a picture of someone and say hi with my friend at the park. TikTok is just videos, whether that video is entertaining content or learning content. TikTok is all about different things. So just for an example, you can follow people to learn about cooking. You can follow people to learn about gardening, health issues. Maybe you just want to relax and see funny things. You can go on TikTok for that. You could go on TikTok and search for the hobby that you're interested in, and there's going to be tons of videos about that hobby. Me, what I like to use TikTok for, I actually like to use TikTok to find good restaurants in Manhattan. So with TikTok, I just go on their search bar in TikTok and I say, best restaurants in New York City or best restaurants in the Upper East Side. And then people make TikToks, they post videos on there of showing their experience at the restaurant and saying how good the meal was, showing the ambiance, and that's usually what I use it for. Or I put in like best activities to do this weekend, and I get videos showing me what's happening in New York City or ideas to do. Or like when I went to Spain this summer, I put on TikTok best things to do in Spain or things not to miss out on in Spain. And I would see TikToks of where to go to. So that's what I use it for. You could use that. That's something that you could use it for in the future. But TikTok is for all age groups. There is a misconception that TikTok is only for young people, but that's certainly not true. All age categories are on TikTok. And even if you yourself don't want to post anything, I don't post anything on TikTok. I just use it to look at things myself and search for things. So unlike Facebook and Instagram, where it feels more like you have to post yourself, on TikTok, you can just be the viewer and look at other videos and find things on TikTok, if that makes sense.
How do you get into TikTok?
Same thing with TikTok. You have to put in an email address, a phone number, and then a password.
Uh-huh.
You have to make one. You could only see some TikToks, and then you also get a, okay, sign up for TikTok to watch more videos. You'll get like a pop-up on your phone that says that you have to create an account.
Okay.
Any questions on this?
Is TikTok just on your phone or can you do it on the computer?
You could also do it on the computer. Yes, you could go to tiktok.com and look at videos that way.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
It's been renamed, has X now. It's not TikTok anymore.
That's Twitter that you're talking about. Twitter is now owned by Elon Musk, and he renamed it to X. So that's another social media platform. TikTok is not X. But yeah, I didn't go over Twitter today, but yes, Twitter is another social media app, which is now called X, that people, also connect with their friends and family members and tweet.
You pay for that one, right?
And no, Twitter is X is also X is free.
Oh, that's good.
You can pay for it if you want to limit the advertisements. Okay. I'm gonna go over the scams because I know someone had a question here about she got a scam. So a lot of things you may see, whether that's Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, any social media app, these are always things to watch out for. And someone here, they said they got an email that asking to update their payment. So anytime you get things about people asking you for money, especially if you get an email or a message that says please send me money or a gift card or you want a prize, those are usually common scams, and those are the easiest to kind of sort out when someone is asking you for money online. And sometimes it could even be your own friend or family member where you get a message from them saying that they need money. But in those cases, that means that their account has been hacked. So if you get a message from your own family member or friend that says, hi, and it'll say your name, or hi, Tabitha, I really need some help. Can you send money? You can read it, you take a step back, and then you call that person. Do not actually go ahead and start messaging your person that you think is your friend or family member and then go ahead and send them money or give them your bank information. Because usually 10 out of 10 of the times their account has been hacked. They didn't even notice that their account has been hacked. And now the hacker is sending out all these fake messages to their loved ones. So it's always best to call them or text message them on their actual phone number, leave Facebook, leave Instagram, and verify that information if they're really the person that's sending it. Because I've done the scam classes with Selena, the social worker here, and there has been hundreds of millions of dollars that have been taken out by older adults because they believed that it was their family member asking them for money. Also, once again, like I said, with that blue check, make sure if any company or organization or public figure is messaging you or asking you for something, that they are verified, because it can also be a scam. The last things are emails that you may get from Instagram or Facebook. And some of the things you may get are claiming to change your information. Like maybe you get a fake email from Instagram or Facebook saying, can you please resend your password? We need to update it. Or your password doesn't look right. Can you please resend it? Those are usually scam emails. And I'm on the next slide, I'm going to show you their official emails. So if we look here, the official Instagram and Facebook emails, or the only ones they will ever contact you, are mail.instagram.com or facebookmail.com. And I'm also going to go on my phone because I feel like I've also got Instagram emails before, and I'm going to just verify that as well. But that is their official email addresses. So if you feel like you have gotten an email from another one, it's usually not them. Another one that you may get that I just pulled on my phone is also security@mail.instagram.com. I'm also going to type that in the chat to everyone so you can write it down for yourself. And let's say you get email from another account, then it's not them. So if it's not from mail.instagram.com, security@mail.instagram.com, which I just wrote in the chat to everyone, or facebookmail.com, then you can 100% say, yes, this email is in fact a scam. Those are not their official email addresses. Another thing that you may get in these emails are suspicious links. So never click on a link on an email. If they say tap here to reset your password, that usually can lead to a virus. Unless it's coming from their real email address, you should not click on any link that they send you. Does anybody have a question on this or the one before?
I can just make
I don't have a question. I have a comment.
Yes.
A couple other emails that I've gotten, not listed as Facebook or anything, but I've gotten, and I almost fell for it, something saying my subscription was up for renewal and the bill had been sent, and there was a problem, or not a problem, but just we need to verify something or other. And I almost clicked on it because actually it was a rental amount, $399 a month. I mean, that I recognized from something else. And I almost went there. It's very, it's very easy to be duped. Another thing that I got, since I order a lot of stuff from Amazon, I know I shouldn't be. Jeff Bezos has got enough money, but it said something about my Amazon order. Now you can always go forget the email and go directly to to Amazon.com and then to your account, whatever. But it came on my phone as a text message. And since I'm on my phone all the time, my inclination would have been to just respond there. And I don't remember what website I went to that explained what scams were, but with Amazon, there was if it was a true Amazon site, it would have it was a double dot before .com.
Yes,
So it was Amazon.
Yes, it should be HTTPS, the 2 dots and the slashes.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you're referring to.
Right.
And that is to show that
that was a very useful thing. Yeah, so just something to note. Okay.
Very good.
Tabitha,
Yes.
I can confirm that the email I got is fraudulent just from what you explained to me, and I appreciate that so much.
Very good.
Right.
Okay, because we have 5 minutes left, I'm gonna quickly show how to change your privacy and your security with Facebook. So just I'm gonna stop screen sharing so I could get on the RSS Facebook and show you exactly where to find it. So just give me 1 second. So I am on a computer, right? So if you are using a smartphone, it might be a bit different. But this is the official RSS page, and I went to something called settings and privacy. So when I explained it earlier today, I told you that you should always go to your menu to find the different tabs. So in your menu, because I don't have a menu, this is a computer, but in your menu, you should find something that says settings and privacy, because that is how you can change who is able to view your post. And once you are in settings and privacy, you can see here on the screen, I have everything set to public because this is, of course, the official RSS page. But you can edit it to change who is allowed to see your post. Instead of public, you could change it to private or your friends only by hitting on these edit icons. Who's allowed to contact you? You can change it and say, no, other people outside of Facebook shouldn't be able to find me and contact me. And if you don't want messages from anyone on Facebook, you can also turn it off here by hitting on edit. But you have to go to something called settings security, and you would find this page, which you're able to turn things off and on depending on what you want to do. But like I said, this is a computer, so if you are using a smartphone, you have to go to menu, that menu button that I showed earlier, and then find security that way. And this is how you're able to monitor who looks at your Facebook, who's able to contact you, who's able to message you, and so on. Does anybody have questions on that? Okay, does anybody have any other questions from this?
What's whiteboard? Whiteboard? I fell asleep. I conked out.
What happened?
Whiteboard? What is whiteboard?
I think you're looking at a Zoom feature.
Oh, okay. Okay, probably.
Does anybody have any questions
Yeah,
about today?
Just show the menu button from the phone again, please.
Yes, I will.
And do you delete your Facebook? Do you delete the things or it just fades away?
What do you mean delete the Facebook?
You know, you get all these posts. I get so many posts.
I guess they just fade away. You can't delete someone else's post. You could only delete your own post.
Okay. But messages you could delete.
Messages you could delete, but you cannot delete other people's pictures on Facebook.
Okay. Is it better to put photos on Facebook, Instagram, or messages? Or anywhere they look? I know that,
Well, messages is only sent to somebody else, one person.
right,
If you want an
right.
audience, you have to post it on Instagram itself or Facebook.
Okay,
Here's the menu button on smartphones, and in that menu button should be a tab that says settings or security and privacy. And that is where you're able to change and switch all the off and on tabs for who's able to look at your post on Facebook or who's able to contact you. Does anybody have any final questions from today?